Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Penberlan Farm, where today we're going to do some poop fling. We're going to fling some poop. We got the Justin Tornado, which is the single best name for a poop flinger in the world. It's on the back of the Challenger. We're going up to field 13. I've hit a fence already. This is going to go well. Then up to field 13, we're going to fling some poop. I have discovered something glorious, which you will see in a bit. I may have invented the first ever infinite manure generator in Farm Sim through various tweaks and breaking things and just screwing about. There's quite a lot of manure at the yard now. I may have gone a bit over the top with it. I'm going to use the wheel and pedals today because I'm feeling fat and sassy. Do you know what really helps, Dave? What, Dave? If you put on the PTO, Dave. That does tend to help, Dave. Well done, Dave. There we go. Then turn off the hood and take off glance. No real need for them. Actually, I need to put the hood back up real quick. Do I have the thing installed? Yes I do. Yes I do. I've got the work with thingy installed. Left shift, numpad plus. Let's really get this flinging. This is spreading at 24 meters, but I can bring it right down to 12. Let's spread it at 24. Wow! Okay, now we're spreading manure. Now we are most definitely spreading manure. Let's get the hood down again. This is... I hope this is taking more manure than it should. Or more manure than it used to, because... This... yeah, this is how to spread manure. All you gotta do is turn your manure spreader into a 24 meter spreader by... I guess speeding up the fans in the back. Because, yeah, very working with, guys. Get that mod. Hopefully, hopefully the mod list is now up to date. I can't guarantee it because it's me, and I need to go through it all one by one and get links, and because Chrome crashed today before the stream. Yes, I'm recording this on Sunday. Because Chrome crashed and I had to reboot my computer, I had no tabs open. I had some tabs open that had mods in them. I will need to go through all the various mod sites again and try and find some sort of original link for a lot of mods. I get the feeling this is now a cheating tool as well. I may be cheating manure 6 different... I guess 3 different ways at the moment. Is 3 the right number? 3-ish. Because, holy cow, 24 meters is wide. This was supposed to be a full episode. This could take less than 5 minutes. So that's all the manure gone. Let's close down the spreader again and... Wow. Oh, I love when I discover stupid things like this. I don't have tea today, by the way. I've got a can of, what was it, Pepsi Max. Because I forgot to bring my thermos down when I was going to make some jalfrezi. So, the plan for today's video is just to... It may potentially be to free the Challenger. Oh, the Challenger's freed. There we go. You guys will see the ridiculous contraption I've built. And I'll demonstrate it in use, because I've cleared out a little space for it to dump some manure. I'll actually clear a bigger space before I demonstrate it, but you can see the basic premise of my contraption. And it is a contraption. It's probably my greatest invention yet. I'm quickly turning into the mad scientist of Farm Sim, because I take things that are supposed to work one way, make them work another, and then just kind of bolt them together in ways you shouldn't do. So there's all the manure. There's all the manure we have. I was running my contraption for a few minutes. You can see that it does involve... So, a quick explanation of my ridiculous manure generator contraption thing. I can actually move it slightly so that maybe I can generate a buttload extra. Basically, I think it's all actually in place to run at the moment. I'll turn it all on and I'll show you guys what I've done. I just need to make sure that it's actually in place at the moment. It is actually in place to run. So first things first, we hop into the conveyor belt and we put it on tip anywhere. Second thing, we hop into the Massey, we turn on the Massey, we turn on the cheaty brush, the cheaty shovel, just reverse a small bit and just tip it down at an angle so it's constantly brushing and tipping and brushing and tipping. It gets picked up by the conveyor belt and it gets brought out here and dumped into the pile. I have accidentally, on purpose, made an infinite manure generator. Because, you know, if I want to grab some manure from this, turn on the JCB, all I gotta do is kind of scoop from the bottom-ish. Hey look, I've got a full bucket and it's generating away. I've got 55,000 litres of slurry as well, so we're doing well on slurry. I don't have an infinite slurry generator just yet. I'll work on that, I guess. And I'm not going to just buy a fill point. That's too easy. Buying a slurry fill point is too easy. I had to sneezy. So you can see, you know, I've kind of broken the way the game's supposed to work now. I no longer need to buy manure because I can just generate it with 2 items that I will usually have on most maps. Especially maps where you can muck out just like this. So, yeah. Oh, the top of this is full. I'm just going to place my bucket. Actually, can I unload into the bucket? This would be truly glorious if it wants to unload into the bucket. No, it does not want to unload into the bucket. But that's fine because all I gotta do is place the bucket down in a reasonable place. It'll unload into the bucket anyway. And yeah. I have essentially broken the way the game's supposed to work. And that can run basically for as long as the Massey has fuel. I think it's somewhat legit to do that. No, it's in no way legit, but I think it's hilarious. Because I mean, I want a bit more manure. Oh, I'm just gonna generate some more. Want more manure still. Oh, I'm just gonna generate some more. It's a self-filling manure generator, and it's magnificent. Now I won't... Oh, is there a manure cell? Oh, I've just thought there might be a manure cell point somewhere on the map. If that's the case, I've accidentally created a money cheat that's... It's at the BGA. Let's teleport over to the BGA and get that running. BGA, visit. Now, I do have the BJ extension mod in, which means I'll need to turn the HUD on and turn creator tools on so I can get creative money. Buy up and start 240k, that's fine. So now the BGA sell point over here somewhere should accept manure. That seems to be the only place that will accept it. I'm gonna blip time forward real quick. Just so that... Ooh. Oh yeah, because it uses a bonus. No manure bonus is granted. Well, I'll change that real quick. Where is the T6? The T6 is around here somewhere because I was just using it earlier on. Ah, I need a bucket over there as well. So now I've got... That was a terrible idea, wasn't it? Oh well. Let's get going with the challenger and finish all the spreading. because the redonkulous machine can wait. Let's actually get a thumbnail taken real quick. There we go. Took it the old-fashioned way with the print screen button. And for those of you that don't know, if you're on PC, you can just use the print screen button. It'll save a picture into the screenshots folder your farm sim for. So where your mod folder is, if you scroll down from that, there's a screenshots folder. And that's where those pictures go. And it seems to be better than if you take a screenshot through Steam, oddly enough. It seems to be slightly... the colours are better for whatever reason. I guess because it's not having to render through anything. So that's a really good way of getting a good screenshot. And I'll take a couple more as the video progresses. You'll see the downside of using the print screen button, because the print screen button stops the game for a second so that it can take the picture. So let's unfold this and get it spreading. And if I were to come back here like this and press print screen, that's it taking the photograph, taking the picture. It does jam the game up ever so slightly, so it's not necessarily the best idea, but it is a good idea. Especially if you want high quality thumbnails for something like YouTube, or perhaps, or for a Facebook page. Because I know a lot of you guys put pictures on Facebook pages or into Discord. By the way, if you haven't already, do join the Discord. I'm running thumbnail competitions now for the multiplayer streams of the weekend. I'm going to explain that real quick. It's not a giveaway, it's just a little fun little competition. There is essentially no prize. I should probably come up with a prize other than your thumbnail gets used. So, on the Discord, there is a channel called Thumbnail Competition. What you gotta do is you gotta take a picture on my dedicated server, which you can get the details through Discord, it's fine, of whatever you want, but it has to be on the Dedi server. And every week I'll go through that room on Discord and pick one picture on a Saturday, one picture on a Sunday. Those pictures will be the thumbnails of those two streams. Now I might give you guys a shout out in the description of the stream, just for funsies, I guess. But there's no prize as such, it's just that, you know, you guys can make the thumbnails for the community streams, because I count them as community streams. I know that I, you know, take control and tell the server what's going on during the streams, but they are very much community streams. And it's only certain things that I tell the server is happening, like the potato harvest on Sunday. That was me realizing we had enough to buy 2 potato harvesters and deciding, hey, why not do a potato harvest? But it's usually a case of I look at the server and see what's going on in the overview map and see what needs to be done. That's how the streams happen, legitimately. And I show that off as well at the start of every multiplayer stream. I hop on, I start the stream, and then I say, okay, what needs to be done? Or what needs doing? And that's basically how I do videos as well. Some videos do get planned, like the lawn care stuff on Thornton. I don't call them lawn care, but the mowing stuff on Thornton, that's all kind of planned in advance. Which is why I'll usually have 2 or 3 videos in the run-ups, like talking about it and talking about how I plan on doing it. It's because I've already got it planned out. Sometimes I will change plans on the fly, like again the mowing on Thornton, where I decided instead of using all the equipment I had, I'd just use the profile per. And I had to fast forward time and delete all of the grass. But hey, that happens. Fun fact, not everything goes to plan always. So let's get this lined up for another loading session. So much for this taking just 5 minutes or so. Whoops. I just realised I left creative money on, didn't I? Muscle mode is on just so that I can manhandle the bales if I need to. So don't complain about muscles mode, it's on there. It's on for a purpose. Right, I'm gonna turn off the redonkulous machine of redonkulousness. That, by the way, is going to just keep generating manure. It's going to pick up the manure that's being dropped out of the bucket at the moment, so there's going to be a bit more generation going on, but it'll only be about 5,000 litres. I think it's no longer generating now. So that's... yeah, if you want to do manure generation, just tweak that bucket so that it produces a lot more manure than it ever should. Get yourself the auto-load conveyor from Marhu. And yeah, go crazy. You could probably set up like a 17 conveyor belt line to get some, you know, manure across the map if you really needed to. But you could just as easily just set it up in a set place and have it dump into a manure pit. Or I guess, depending on how the game works, that could be an interesting one. Depending on how the game works, you could fill a giant pit in the ground with manure. I didn't think of that. That would be awesome. Because I'm wondering if the 4 meters is just from ground level or from the highest point in the map. I think it's just from ground level, which is a bit of a shame. And by 4 meters, I mean that is as big as a Penberlan Farm sim can get. You cannot get a pile bigger than 4 meters. Which is a real shame. That is a real shame. But that's the way the game works. And, yeah, this is basically now free fertilizer forever, because manure. Downside is I do kind of have to go to the top of the pile every time, because the slope doesn't exactly like giving out its manure, which is a shame. The slope doesn't like me taking poop from it. I have to go to the top of the pile and work my way down. Whereas in real life you'd probably do something similar to the opposite. You'd start from the bottom of the pile and the manure would kind of slide down slowly. So if I take some from the bottom here, I'll show you what I mean. In fact, I think I tweaked the bottom slightly earlier on before I started recording, because reasons. What was I doing to... oh yeah, I was trying to generate even more manure. The fun point is that this JCB doesn't like the weight of manure. That is all the manure this thing can handle. So let's hop back into the Challenger and get going to the field again. Back on mouse and keyboard because that JCB does require many turns. And back to the wheel and pedals again. This is the joy of having this option. The on-the-fly changing of wheel and pedals to mouse and keyboard is you can do one job with mouse and keyboard and then decide, oh, okay, wheel and pedal time again. What do I need to do next is the thing. Because I do need to finish seeding grass. That is a given. It's actually a very important job that needs to be done. There is some wood left over in the forestry area that I'm tempted to chip up. I also want, not need, to do some edits to the map. Just to make a bit of a placeables area. I'll probably just extend part of the map out at a high flat place and create a quasi-placeables area. I need one for the manure spreader. There we go. And yeah, this is suddenly turned from being a tedious job, and spreading manure usually is a bit of a tedious job, to being quite fun and easy because I've got an infinite supply of manure. Because normally you're trying to save all the manure you can, so with this little section you'd ignore it, but I can go blip. This little section here I can go blip. This section here I can go blip. And I don't particularly care about blip, blip, blip. I don't care about how much manure I'm wasting because I can get as much as I want. And if you guys didn't guess, yeah, I'm just having fun with this save game now. Just screwing about with how the game can work. I'm trying to find interesting new ways of breaking it. Does this put down a manure texture on the grass? It does not. Right. I guess the next fun little thing I can do is grab the T6 and grab the Joskin trailer. I'm gonna throw as much manure as I can into the not the compost master. I could throw manure into the compost master, by the way, if I really want to. I don't know why you'd want to, but you can. Also, I don't have a compost master on that, but you can throw manure into it for some reason. You can also throw, if you're a bit weird, compost into the compost master to compost your compost. Yeah, I don't understand it either. But because I use BGA extension, this can get very interesting very quickly. Now that I can produce infinite manure, I can also basically produce the best silage that is humanly possible. Or possible with BGA extension, I should say. Because I can load this up with manure, bring it over to the BGA, and basically make a giant, humongous pile over there, so that I can load it into the BGA and get a giant manure bonus. What I could also do, and this has just occurred to me, is I could fill a BGA pit with manure. That would be the smelliest, in theory. I don't know if I've got chemicals on them that will prevent anything other than manure being put in. That's an interesting little thing that I didn't think about. Can you put other things, or anything other than chaff or silage, can you put other things into manure pits now? Like, could you, in theory, fill a pit with manure? Because number one, that'd be dumb, but that would also be awesome. I have no idea how full that is. 69%, okay. So I'm gonna go... This is dumb. I'm gonna go over to the BGA with a trailer full of manure, and by the way, Giants, please fix that 99%, but that is irritating. For somebody who's a bit OCD like me, it's irritating. I'm gonna try and dump some manure into a silage pit and see what happens. That should be enough. The JCB can get turned off. I don't plan on using that again today. Because if this works, I'm just going to get a second conveyor and make an even sillier machine. I'm going to rent a truck. Oh, this is going to be dumb. I'm going to rent a truck, rent a conveyor, and rent the biggest trailer I have. And use the infinitely generated pile to create an infinite pile over the BGA. Which, granted, that's putting a layer of complication into the system that doesn't need to be there. But it's also making it a bit, just that teeny tiny bit sillier, which I kind of enjoy. And to those of you who, at the start of this video, thought I'd be doing something genuinely serious, yeah, you must be new, hello. Yeah, I have effectively broken the game, in a way that I don't think any of the mod creators could ever have expected. Also, I got the world's pinkest truck. I should probably point that out. I do have the pinkest truck in the world. Just ignore the pink truck. I don't think the guys who made that... I think it might have been Black Sheep Modding. Whoever made that shovel that I'm using to be the cheaty shovel, they didn't expect me to do that. Whoever made the auto-loading... Oh, there's only one... Is there only one pit at the BGA here? If there's only one pit at the BGA, then I am just going to have to create a huge pile. But I also want to check if I can load the unload the manure into a silage pit, so I'm going to do this regardless. Let's drive in here. This is dumb. And Control I. You can unload... No, you cannot unload manure in a silage pit. Well, in that case I might as well just... Can I unload the manure straight over here? Because I don't know exactly how BJ extension works. That's the fun thing. Can I unload manure there? Probably not. Because that's digestate, which props to Giants for changing it from slurry to digestate, which is in reality what you would get. Now here's the thing, can I unload the manure like this? No, it has to be with some sort of shovel or something. So what I'm going to do is pinch my nose because I'm about to sneeze again. I'm going to release this and bring the Massey over. I don't want to bring the Massey over. Do I really want to bring the Massey over? Yes, I want to bring the Massey over. So I'm going to recreate the ridiculous autoloader of ridiculousness over the BGA and see if I can't pump that thing full of manure. In theory, I've just realized this, in theory you can also do this at a manure sell point if you just want to create infinite money without using an XML or a random money cheat. But what I'll do is I'll hold that off until the next video. I'll set it up ready for the next video and I'll test it at the beginning of the next video. Because I'm just looking at the time, we're running up to the time limit that I kind of self-imposed. So I will leave you by today by saying, I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Penberlan Farm. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, and if you're brand new here, you haven't seen anything by me before, yes I am usually this crazy. Thornton is where I'll be serious. If you want serious farm sim, watch Thornton, that's fine. But not many people tend to watch this anyway, so I might as well be a bit crazy. Until next time, stay safe, and goodbye.